Express. I'm going to go ahead and get this message here. Now your subconscious is awakened. You're calling back your power, and people are truly intimidated, okay? So we're going to see what comes out here. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the video. Thanks, Spirit. What do we have for this message? All right, wow. So we got moon and we got cycles here. So it does seem like whoever these ops are, these energies here, they were definitely doing moon magic here. They were working off of the moon cycles here. Wow. Yeah, they were trying to initiate. Wow, this masculine energy was trying to initiate some type of spirits here. It's like now this energy is blocked. I feel like your ancestors definitely could have stepped in. It's something about remember your ancestors, and somebody was very dedicated to doing something here. Yeah, they were doing candle magic here. Candle magic. They were offering things up to deities, animal sacrifices here. Whoever these energies are, they were doing the most here. Yeah, dark high priestess here. They were operating out of their shadow. Whoever these energies are, they wanted you to be unalived here, okay? They really wanted you out of here. They really thought that they can swap destinies with you. Whoever these dark energies are, they really thought that they can go behind the scenes and go against you in the 3D as well as in the spiritual realm here. And now all of this stuff is backfiring on these energies here. Wow. What else is going on here? Yeah, it's like these energies were very passionate about the moon cycles here. Okay, conjuring up stuff that they didn't know nothing about. Calling on ancient dark magic here is what I'm getting. It's like they didn't know the consequences of using this dark magic here. They thought that it was a game because they were dedicated to it, but they really didn't respect the dark magic here, is what I'm getting. These energies were just trying to get what they wanted. They wanted you out of here, or however this is going here, okay? You got to take what resonate and leave the rest. Don't make a message yours when it's not yours here, okay? Yeah, they were trying to contaminate something here. Yeah, this masculine could have been doing this magic since the autumn. Okay. Yeah, but whoever you are, you got security here and you went through a rebirth here. So it's like, I feel like these, yeah, protection. You're protected from this magic here because I feel like you didn't do anything to this masculine energy here. They're just in their ego. They're just very envious, jealous. They got hate and malice in their heart and they wanted you out of here. You could have rejected this person here. Okay. You had no idea that this individual was this dark or this crazy or deranged here. It's like now that your subconscious is waking, you're calling back your power. And now this masculine and all the people that he conjured up to come up against you are now feeling intimidated here because they're seeing that this magic is not working. Yeah, it's like this magic ain't working. This person was a baby playing with this ancient dark magic. This person was a baby doing this here. They had no idea what they were truly conjuring up here. Yeah, because I feel like the underworld respects you. It's like they were trying to hex and banish you, and it's like they banished themselves or they cursed themselves trying to curse you here. Yeah, and then your ancestors stepped in. It's like this energy was infatuated with you. It's like they saw that nothing that they were doing was working. They saw that conjuring up all of this energy that wasn't working, gathering multiple people, paying multiple people to come up against you. They saw that wasn't working, and that still was not enough of this energy to just walk away and let it be here. Wow. Yeah, they were dedicated to doing this here. But now they're feeling intimidated because you done called your power back here, and there's nothing that they can do about it. The enemy has to go to God and ask God, can he attack you? Can he come for you? And as soon as God grants it, you got to understand, if the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, God himself, okay, the person that created you, that knows everything about you, even the strings on your hair, okay, on your head here, if he allows the enemy to come for you, you got to understand that God knows that you are strong enough to handle whatever the enemy is sending your way. So what's going on here? What happened on the journey here? Tell me about these cycles here. Yeah, they were doing death magic, okay? They did not want you to grow. They did not want you to evolve. They did not want you to surpass them, okay? This don't just have to be this ex-lover. This could be multiple people you know, you don't know, that plays with this moon energy here. They were doing death magic on whoever you are because of your life purpose here. They did not want to see you grow and evolve and surpass them. Tell me about this initiation here. Yeah, these energies are now in grief here. They feel intimidated. They use the moon cycles maybe since the fall time. We're in the summer now. They've been using this, we don't know how many years or how many months, but we do know from the fall time, this energy has been conjuring up this death spirit. But what they didn't understand is that whoever you are, you learned that endings are merely new beginnings. Somebody doesn't understand that when something is over, it's over. You let it go and you move forward. I feel like whoever you are, you did not try to get revenge on this energy. Even though they broke your heart, they tried to destroy you. They betrayed you to the max. There's no going back. It's nothing else to talk about. That type of energy, you still learned the lesson and you moved on with your life. But this energy, they're not learning nothing, okay? They're now in grief here because they initiated these deities to come for you, not knowing that you had dominion over these deities here. It was a failure. They did all this moon magic, chanting to the moon, dancing before the moon, cutting their wrists, doing blood rituals, doing animal sacrifices here, only for it to fail. Spent all this money only for this magic to fail. This masculine, they are a failure. And now they're afraid. Because whoever you are, you're balanced out here. It's like now you're waking up subconsciously here, okay? This is a subconscious awakening that some of you guys are experiencing here. It's like once you woke up to who you are, you decided to call your power back And now these energies are very, very intimidated. They dealing with grief. Whatever's going on in their life is ending. If they had any type of spiritual gifts, that's over. Okay, these people truly feel like a failure here. Yeah, they're dealing with a lot of doubt here now. Tell me about this magic, this candle magic. Yeah, okay. They trying to figure out why this candle magic wasn't accepted here. How come you was still balanced? How come they can't blame you for what's going on in their life and how things are backfiring on these energies here? They were very passionate about doing this here. Yeah, they were passionate about destroying your happiness here. They did not like that you had discipline in your life, that you can set boundaries. Your no is a no. At the end of the day, whoever you are, you can accomplish what you set your mind to. They wanted to make you feel like, no, you're not disciplined. Nobody in the world could be disciplined. Everybody got, like, these people thought that whoever you are, you were just like them, and they're finding out that you're not. They wanted to destroy your happiness here because you are aware that being happy means that you're on the right path here. They did not like that you were on the right path here. They wanted to destroy that. They wanted to end it here. They came for your health. They tried to attack your health. That didn't work. They could have tried to poison you with food here. Wow. Yeah, but things change here because whoever you are, you're in your life purpose here. I know what I am here to do. You know what you're here to do. So somebody can't throw you off track. They can't have you swaying from left to right, having a double-minded mind here, because anybody that's double-minded is truly unstable in all their ways here. Somebody didn't know that you were going to go through a transformation here. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Somebody didn't know that you were going to move forward with your life here. They thought that they were going to be able to contaminate your energy here. Wow. Yeah, but look, it's still balanced. Tell me about autumn here. Yeah, love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things here. It's like this person here has a love-hate relationship with you here. This person is really obsessed with you, admire you, okay? It's an unhealthy obsession, but they admire you here. And it's like it's a challenge to this person to keep trying to come for you, and they're seeing that it's not working. They're kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe they're waking up. I can't believe they're still up. I can't believe they're not unalived yet. I can't believe they're still balanced. They're growing, they're evolving, they're moving forward. And you're like, hell yeah. I done woke up to my subconscious now, bitch. Now I'm calling back my power from the north, the south, the east, and the west out here. Okay? You calling back your power from every angle at the end of the day here. I feel like this energy didn't know what real love was here. They thought that this was love trying to control you, lying to you, being deceiving to you. They thought that that was genuine love here. Maybe this is how this individual was taught. I don't know, because a lot of times it goes back to people background and how they were raised here. Okay. But that ain't no excuse. Even when you become an adult, it's so much resources out here where if you dealt with whatever you dealt with, unloved, you learn how to love yourself. If you dealt with abandonment issues, you learn how to heal yourself. But whoever these energies are, or this energy is, they chose not to do the work here. What's going on here? This person never went through their rebirth, incubation here. This is like, what do you call them? The kids that get stuck in a birth canal? I don't know what you call them. I'm not a practitioner with that. But this person here is still stuck in the birth canal. They never went through their rebirth here. This is like somebody being pregnant for 45 weeks, bruh. This is somebody being pregnant for like 50 weeks, bruh. where they got to go in and do a cesarean, and it's like a life death situation where you could be unalive or the baby. It's kind of like a risk here. This person took this risk here, not to go through their rebirth, to attack you, to come for you, to try to destroy you. And now they can't be surprised with what returns back to them. It's no longer humor here. Yeah. They can't blame nobody but themselves here. You walked away. People that's working with this person or have worked with this person, they're now seeing how deranged and obsessed this person is on destroying you. They're like, this is not normal. This person is not even doing anything to you, and you just keep talking about them. You just keep coming for them. They haven't even talked to you in years, and you just keep lying. You get drunk and you get in your emotions, and then you start lying some more. You have nobody else to blame. Everybody has walking away from you, beloved. You can't blame nobody but yourself or what you're going through in your life at this time here. Somebody wanted to destroy your peace here. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Whoever you are, you have released all negative energy. That's why you're able to call back your power and it be successful here. These people that was siphoning your energy, taking from you, they ain't got shit to offer you at the end of the day. You were the one giving all the time. You're the one that was doing all the giving, but now you're calling your power back. You're putting your foot down. You're drawing a line in the sand. Some of y'all are walking away, okay? Y'all moving forward with your life. Y'all learning how to protect your peace here. Wow. Tell me more here. What's going on with this energy here? Yeah. If you're a part of the 144, you wouldn't be doing this BS here. So apparently, whoever this energy is here that was conjuring up this death, they're not a part of the 144 here, okay? They are not a part of the 144 here, because if you are, you wouldn't be doing this, wishing death on people, being jealous and envious, trying to attack them, coming for them, doing the most here, okay? Wow. What else here? So somebody is now dealing with grief here. They're realizing they're not like us here, okay? Yeah. Their driving forces was jealousy and envy here. Somebody can't even believe their own behavior and how they've been acting out here, how they've been showing out is what I'm getting here. Somebody's been really showing their true colors, that they're very demonic here, okay? And that they're truly not of God. They could be an atheist out here. They don't really believe in God. They use it as a cloak, or they use it as a beard here, is what I'm getting for somebody here. Wow. Tell me about this failure here. Yeah, people are tired of these people. These people feel like a failure because people are now walking away from them. They're tired of hearing about whatever this person is talking about, this masculine energy that feels like a failure out here. They're tired of hearing what this person got to say. This person is a failure here. People are just tired at the end of the day. They're walking away from this energy here. It's like this energy likes to throw rocks and try to hide their hands here, but everybody knows it's them. Tell me about this acceptance here. Yeah, wow. Reach your emotional goals here. So this is somebody here that's truly emotionally unstable here. They were doing this candle magic here, thinking that it was going to work. They never reach their emotional goals here. This is somebody that could be stuck in adolescence. Is that how you say it? They could be stuck with like immature emotions here. This could be a grown ass man in their 40s, 50s, or fucking 60s out here doing this weird ass shit here, and they're never reach their emotional goals here. They're still stuck. If you got children, you could have noticed if you were dating this person, married to this person, that your children was more mature emotionally compared to this energy here. This could have been somebody that was real jealous of your children, your relationship you had with your children. They're having a hard time accepting, okay, that things do change here. Somebody was fighting tooth and nail for a situation not to change here. Wow. So they were passionate about ruining your happiness here and ruining you going after your goals here and being disciplined enough to do that. They wanted you to feel like nobody out here can be as disciplined as you are, or something like that here. Yeah. This person had a one-track mind here. Wealth is no indicator of the quality of their soul here. So this person was just focusing on wealth here. They didn't care that their insides was ruined. It's a scripture that talks about what should profit a man to gain the whole world, but yet lose his soul here. This person didn't care if they lost their soul here, trying to get this wealth here. You realize you ain't got nothing else left to prove to this energy here because they already showed you who they were. Reflecting on how they treated you. Now they're reflecting on how they treated you because everybody's walking away from this energy here. You done woke up subconsciously to what this energy was doing to you. But some of y'all had a feminine energy that was maybe do what you do. Maybe they work with you. I don't know. Take what resonate. They were also sending people to you, following you on all your platforms, gang stalking you because they want to be a leader. They want to be a teacher. They want your spot. They were sending people your way to try to I don't know. They were causing chaos in your life here. All because things have changed and you're in your life purpose. You know what you're here to do. Yeah, they didn't see this coming. Wherever God has his hand, he has a plan. They didn't know that God had his hand on your life here. It's because of the anointing, the yoke is destroyed here. These people didn't know that you had an anointing on your life. They didn't know, they didn't see that God was calling you and you answered the call here. Wow. Tell me about this love here. Yeah. It's okay to mess up. Whoever this energy is here, they want to win at all costs here by any means necessary. They feel like, no, I can't take a no. I don't take rejection. But they're seeing that they're going to have to take this L here. You're getting back what you wanted. This energy is getting back what they wanted. And that's the energy that they put out. It's not touching you, so it got to go somewhere. It's going back to these energies here. They have nobody to blame but themselves here. They will talk about anybody. If these energies was talking to you about other people, guess what, beloved? They'll talk about you to other people. You work through everything, and I mean every hurdle these people sent your way, you work through it. They are so shocked here. They were doing animal sacrifices here. Rituals, killing of an animal as part of a religious practice to appease a deity or influence nature or natural events here. Wow. Yeah, they thought this was the magic school bus here. I don't know if y'all remember that show when y'all were young here. Yep. But whoever you are, you got this giraffe spirit, or this could be your animal spirit. You are graceful, aware, and easy to talk to. Somebody could be from New York, or this energy could have connected with somebody from New York here to come up against you, to scam you, steal from you. Yeah, your happiness matters. Joy is sacred. Your laughter waters the earth. This person didn't like that you were happy. They tried to kick you when you were down here. But now you know their intentions here, that they never had good intentions for you, and now you're done. You are now awakening to a newness here. Wow. So tell me more here. Yeah, Two of Cups with the Nine of Swords here. This person keeps rushing in here. So if you're a part of the 144, you wouldn't be doing this BS here. Yeah, they know it. That's why they're in the Nine of Swords here, dealing with anxiety. They were too busy playing checkers, and you could have been playing chess out here. They ain't nobody giving to this energy here. It's like the deities that they were offering up things to don't even want their offer here. And that's the truth here. They're now intimidated of fear. They're dealing with fear. They're dealing with a lot of depression, anxiety here. It's like this person is going through the dark night of the soul, but this is their fate here for trying to destiny swap with somebody here. What is this? Yeah, look, nothing is working. It's going back to this person. They wanted to steal your 10 of Pentacles here. Yeah, they did this in the past. And that's the truth. This Emperor. Yeah, they're in deep regret. Because this relationship is over. It's done. They did, I mean, this energy did way too much. They went above and beyond here, bruh. Like, it's just sickening. This person really needs to go to a mental institution here. Because this behavior is just really not normal. It's very disturbing at the end of the day here. Yeah. Yeah. This person could have been working with a Queen of Cups in reverse here. They could have gave an offer to a Queen of Cups in reverse. Yep. Or this person had a lot of love for you and you're no longer offering this energy anything. You're pouring your cup back into yourself here. Yeah, you're being selfish and stingy with your energy, as you should. You could have been around a bunch of energy vampires that just want to take. They don't want to give shit or nothing. They just want to take. Yep. Their driving forces was jealousy and envy, and now they're in grief because of this. Yeah, the Devil with the King of Wands in reverse. They collaborated with a group of people. They could have even got with a practitioner here that lied to them. Yep, this was a fallen angel, this practitioner they went to. Yep, they lied to them about you. They were celebrating here. Yeah, because they just knew they was about to get your Ace of Pentacles. They just knew this death magic was going to work on you. Yeah. They were with a Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. Now they're dealing with legal issues here because they came for you. They did a lot of things like fraudulently towards you here behind your back. You could be getting phone calls from like attorneys or something like that, that there's an investigation going on in the background because of whatever these people were doing to you here. They thought that it was going to get you in trouble, whatever they were doing. But what they didn't know is that it was going to backfire on them, because when you do an investigation and if you're nowhere around these people, you're not dealing with these people, if they're hacking your phone or monitoring your phone, they're seeing that you're not communicating with these people here. If they're monitoring, say you got a platform, a Facebook, or Instagram, they're seeing that you're not connecting with these energies here. So whatever they did to try to pin on you, the people that's doing this investigation in the background is seeing that you're innocent. You was nowhere to be found. So now these people are being looked at even closer. They try to pin something on you, but it's backfiring on them because you're the star. You too busy in your star power and your star energy, doing what you've been called to do. Okay, being an inspiration to other people. Whoever you are, you're truly needed. You're an asset, not a liability. These energies wanted to make it seem like you were a liability, you were a menace to society, you were causing a lot of problems here. But it's backfiring on them now. They're the one that's in grief. Wow. People are tired of these people. Yup. Because they see that you're strong. And you are in the 6 of Wands here. People are tired of these people because the energy that they keep trying to put on you, it don't resonate. They feel defeated going through a tower, feeling foolish out here because this cycle been over. Wow. Yep, and you selling away. You walked away from this energy a long time ago. You chose your 10 of Pentacles. You chose your inheritance. You chose happiness, harmony. That's what you chose. These energies did not want harmony. They wanted chaos, and they got blocked. Your 10 of Pentacles is protected. I don't care what these people are doing in the background. I don't care what kind of loans, checks they're writing, what kind of loan they got in your name. Whatever belongs to you is truly protected here. It's like you knew something was going on behind your back, but you knew that your blessings wasn't behind you. They were in front of you. So you took a leap of faith here. And you landed on your feet. Yeah. These people are not getting a new beginning here. Yup. This cult, this coven, these religious people here, because they live in an illusion here. They want to make it seem like the way you get your finances here, oh, you're doing something against the law, you ain't paying your taxes, or they want to make it seem like you're doing something that's false, when really the whole time they're the one that's doing stuff that's false, getting PPP loans and doing all this weird stuff, okay? These organizations out here, they're pissed off because you get your money the right way. Your money is protected, beloved, by the universe here. You're tapping into your inheritance here, something that was passed down. You could be using your gifts and your talents here. The Bible say, I mean, it is what it is here, that your gifts will make room for you. They're pissed off because your gifts are now making room for you and you're able to profit off of your gifts here. They don't like it. Because they got to juggle. So they want to try to make it seem like you're getting your money wrong. You're scamming people. You are fraud. And the people that's doing this investigation is seeing that you're not a fraud here, beloved. They can't even find nothing on you. Wow. Yep. They are the ones that's getting caught. They are the ones that's putting out this illusion. And that's the truth here. Wow, scared. Yep, it's this emperor. They got caught. And they feel defeated. They know they're going to jail. This emperor know they're going to jail, and whoever they've been working with to come up against you, it could have been a police officer 222 that's watching right now. That could have been working in the government, okay? They could have did, I don't know, did something with paperwork here, okay? Yeah, they did something with paperwork, and now they're heartbroken because the cycle is over. This person did not reach their emotional goals here, but yet they keep running in like a maniac. This person from your past, and that's mental clarity here. They keep running in, coming towards you like a maniac here, trying to keep you stuck in the past when you already got clarity. They also have clarity, but because they're infatuated with you, because whatever they're doing is not working, you're protected, they want to keep trying. And then they sit back and watch and see if it's working, but all they're seeing is that you're expanding and growing and evolving. because you done woke up subconsciously to what the fuck has been going on behind your back. All they see is that you're stable out here with the four of wands and the 10 of cups. You're happy, and this is causing somebody to be in a mental entrapment. Can you imagine somebody that obsessed with you, that your good news, your happiness got them in the 8 of swords with the 10 of wands here? Somebody is really too invested in what you got going on in your life here, and that's why they need to get picked the fuck up and go to jail here, and they can worry about that shit in jail, okay? They don't need to be out here with regular citizens here, because they are truly a menace to society out here. And they want to try to pin it on everybody else, but all fingers are pointing back to these energies here. They don't like that your intuition is correct. They don't like that you be on point with what the hell you're talking about, what you're seeing, what you're saying, however this is resonating. They don't like that you're on point with this energy. Energy don't lie, people do. You have nothing left to prove whoever you are. These people are now reflecting on how they really treated you, because they had no reason to treat you this way. Yeah, you the hermit. You stay to yourself here. You go within. You will ghost a motherfucker in a minute. Okay? They wanted to play this type of game with somebody here that's well aware of themselves here. Somebody that has an ancient soul here. Somebody here that has an old soul here. This is not your first lifetime here for whoever you are, but I feel like this is going to be your last lifetime, because you done mastered. Now you're moving on to mastery. You're becoming an ascended master. Wow. Whoever you are, you're not going to reincarnate here. This is the final straw here. You're moving up the ladder where you are now going to be an ascended master. Wow. Wow, Spirit. Yep. That's the truth here. This King of Swords is now in Hermit reflecting here. Yeah, on you. I can't make it up. Reflecting on you and how they try to do death magic on an old soul, an ancient soul, somebody that has already went through their transformation and their rebirth here. They were trying to do death magic on somebody that got Scorpio very prominent in their chart here, in their birth chart. Somebody was trying to do death magic on somebody that has already died and came back. Okay? They were trying to unalive somebody that has already been unalived and came back to life here. Wow. Exactly. They're in a mental entrapment because they were showing up one way. Really, they're wounded, was in competition with you, and they're going through a tower. Yeah, they didn't see this coming, bruh. That you were going to wake up subconsciously to what was going on in the background. Where God, okay, wherever God has his hand, he has a plan here. They didn't know that God truly had a plan for your life, that it was divine timing for you to come into contact with this energy here. They didn't know this here, that you were innocent. Yeah, this King of Cups. Yep. They may want to apologize because they're heartbroken, because they're seeing that whatever they did to you, you still standing. Yeah, you are anointed. You're glowing. Okay? Things are enhancing, expanding for you. You're co-creating with the divine. A lot of people get it misconstrued here. They feel like because you stand alone, because you're by yourself, you're the hermit, okay? You're by yourself, that you're an easy target. These energies are wishing that they never came for you. Their life has been turned upside down. You hear me? These people are losing everything, cars, homes, money, you name it, they're losing it. All because they wanted to come up against little old you. They didn't like the fact that you stood by yourself here. They didn't see your spiritual helpers here. They didn't know that you was divinely guided to come across this path here to be their karma. The buck stops here. Whatever these energies been doing in the past here, this shit ain't gonna work for you. If they've been scheming and scamming other people, getting money in their name, getting loans, it's not gonna work for you. Because you're protected. I mean, come on. They want you to prove yourself, but you don't need to prove nothing. The proof is in the pudding. You're the pre-empress, empress, the star energy, the 10 of cups, the 4 wands, the ace of swords, the 10 of pentacles. I mean, what more do you need proof on, beloved? What more do you need proof on? That your magic is weak? That somebody is truly divinely protected? That God is real? What more do you need, beloved? Yeah. 5 of wands. To the 10 of swords. Tower. It's a no. Touch not my anointed ones and do my prophet no harm. God said what he said at the end of the day. Touch not my anointed one and do my prophet no harm. What part did you not understand, beloved? You thought that you were going to be able to compete with an anointed one, betray them to the ultimate max here, and not receive the tower from the divine here? Are you serious? No, you're not serious. 4 of cups here. You're not serious. You're not serious out here. You a joke, beloved. You a joke. You immature. You a joke. And now everybody laughing at you because you ain't going nowhere. You're stuck. Wow. Yep. And you feel foolish. You stuck and you feel foolish here. Missing opportunities here. The divine allowed you to meet this empress here so you can learn some lessons here. The empress is the one that make the rules, not the emperor. It's okay to mess up. Somebody felt like, no, it ain't okay to mess up. You got to be perfect out here. Yeah, love is in reverse here. Yeah, that's why they were trying to manipulate some stuff here. They didn't like that you were Miss Goody Two-Shoes out here in their eyes. They didn't like that you were Miss Goody Two-Shoes in their eyes. You never told these people that you're perfect. They judged you. They underestimated you. They thought you were Miss Goody Two-Shoes. You never said that. They assumed. They say whenever you assume yourself to be an ass or something like that here. They're getting back what they wanted. Yep, the 9 of wands, the 9 of cups, and the 9 of cups here. The 5 of pentacles here. Whatever they wanted for you, they're getting it back. And that's what's going to happen for them. The cycle is done, and this is their fate here. This is their fate here. Whatever they wanted for you, they're getting it back. Gemini energy, strong on the Gemini energy here. Wow. Ooh-wee. Yep, Queen of Wands in reverse. Now somebody's not confident out here. Yeah, with this moon here, they're trying to hide it. Yeah, but maybe people can see it. Yeah. Yeah. People can see that somebody here is not confident because of the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Wands here. You're literally on a whole nother path. They wanted you to have low confidence, low self-esteem. They wanted you to be seen as a 403. Oh, you always moving around because you're doing this, or you got that because you're beautiful, or the reason why you got that is because you're handsome, or it's all about your looks. That's why people flock to you, because you're beautiful, you're handsome, or you got that money by, I don't know, showing a titty or showing your ass or something like that, or sleeping around here. They wanted to make it seem like you were not blessed out here. So they took this action to try to have you stuck. But once you woke up subconsciously, you realized that this energy just truly had bad intentions for you, and you walked away. It got exposed. That they were juggling you. And that they were making bad investments out here. Yup. They didn't invest in a relationship with you. They were too busy trying to take from you and have you stuck. And you made the decision that, it's done. Okay? You're like, I'm done with this. I'm not trying to work on it anymore or any of that. You laid it to rest. You laid your burdens down here. You took action and you moved forward here. You made a judgment call here. Wow. You made a judgment call here, beloved. These people are truly under judgment here. They're trying to escape the inevitable here, but they can't. They can no longer run from this karma. It done caught up or something like that here. A lot of people are under judgment at this time. It could be good or bad. You just take what resonates. But the divine is causing a lot of judgment, calling a lot of judgment at this time here. Because the scales have to balance out here. The light cannot override the dark, and the dark cannot override the light. There's going to be balance. Wow. So moving forward here. Hopefully something was said to give you clarity and understanding here. I don't know what this is all about, so you got to take what resonates. If it don't resonate with you, it ain't for you. Don't try to make something fit that's not your story. So continue to protect your peace here. Because things are now changing in your favor. Wow. All of this magic is back front. That's wild. That is wild, man. So somebody could be trying to travel at this time. They're trying to get away from this karma here. Yeah, somebody's using drugs here, poison. Could be a fire sign. Yeah, they could be hiding out. Yeah, somebody's on a run. I can't make it up. Somebody's on a run out here, bruh. Somebody's on a run here. Yeah, this is somebody that's very abusive, very neglective here. Yeah, it was an inside job. Yeah, spouse and partner. So this couple could be hiding out. Yeah, maybe they call themselves going to the beach here. I don't know. Yeah, they could have. Somebody could have been a caregiver. Somebody could have ran away from their job. Yeah, because their lies are being exposed here. Wow. Their lies are now being exposed here. Somebody's just a liar, a pathological liar. Like they just don't know how to tell the truth, okay? They don't know how to tell the truth. What is this poison and drugs here? Yeah, somebody's in denial about their drug habit. Somebody definitely took an oath out here. They can't go back. They made a deal with the devil, so they can't go back. Yeah, they're hiding. Yeah, because something is like repeating itself. Cycles. Wow. Wow. They're trying to avoid the inevitable here because somebody think that this is a joke. They think it's like playtime. Yeah, all of this chaos they cause. Somebody likes to cause a lot of chaos in people's life and they like to run. Some of y'all, this is a lover, an ex-lover here. They like to throw rocks, hide their hand, work behind the scene, have other people do their dirty work here. They're all being exposed here. Yup. They could have summoned something here. Yeah, this death here. They were trying to summon this death angel here. Yup. By using the moon here. Wow. Yeah, this person here is very lustful. This spouse, this partner, this couple, they're both, yep, they're married. They got a lust spirit, a lust demon on them. So yeah, these people are in a distance here. So these people here, they could have like threesomes, orgies. They sleep with the same sex here. You name it, they're doing it. Okay? You name it, they're doing it here. Wow. Yeah. We got high priestess of spirit here. Yeah, this is somebody here that likes to go like maybe to the beach here to like summons like water gods here. This is somebody that could have been working with the Orishas here. Like they were working with all types of deities here, okay, from the underworld here. This could have been somebody that came off like they were very caring, loving, honest. They knew their self-worth, things of that nature. Like they were confident here, but really it's a no. Yep, this lover. They got low self-esteem here. And I mean low self-esteem. Wow. What were they in denial about? Okay, they was writing checks they can't cash. They thought that they were going to get away with writing these checks out here. They thought they were going to get away with writing these checks here. They were in denial here. That they wouldn't get caught writing checks they can't cash here. So somebody could have been traveling like from state to state to do this, country, whatever. Yeah. This oath that they were under made them blind to what they were doing. Like all they saw was money. I guess the spirit of greed. It's like they thought that they were going to keep you in this cycle, but you grew in silence here. It's like you just let these people think that what they're doing is working, and yeah, you fell off the boat, or however they want to perceive here. You let them think what they want to think here, that their magic is working, they're writing these checks here, they're doing this, doing that. You just let these people think they're doing what they're doing here. But in the meantime, behind the scenes, you're growing in silence here, away from these cycles here. Yeah, it's coming out to the public that this person was in their ego, love triangle being exposed here. They thought this was a joke, a game here with the justice. They're realizing that it's not many like you. They cause some type of chaos in your life and they try to run. They lied on you and then try to run from what they said here. Wow. What they summons here. Yeah. Your enemies are in for a rough ride here. So they summons up this ride for you to be on here, this turbulence to be going on in your life, and it's going back to them. Somebody could have the initial R. For some of y'all, this could be family members. This could be inheritance here. Wow. What's the moon? Yeah. Whoever you are, you make the rules here. Whatever was going on was an inside job here. And they were like using the moon here to like ante up here. Yeah, they feel offended now because you're with this divine 9 here. And things are now changing. You were very brave here. Yeah, with this lust energy, we got 2 of swords. We got blindness here, stalemate, unwilling to see the truth, divided loyalty. Exactly. This couple, they're cheaters here, both of them. And they're now losing their influence out here too. So if this couple had an influence that, they were influencing people, they're losing that. How to clean yourself from a curse. People turn cold for no reason here. Yes, they wanted you to be a side chick here. That's crazy. Yeah, you had no need to fear these people, even though they were sending, all these tactics towards you here, trying to have you in some type of fear. Yeah, you're not meant to be like everyone else here. They didn't like that you were being authentic here, okay? Being yourself here. When they got to wear a mask and do the most to get attention here and you don't. Yeah. Somebody like pab number could be 22, best builder, or number 33, most inspirational here. Vision is important when in action. And we got king and queens have wars here. They wanted to control your happiness here. Exactly. Abundance is coming. I deserve and accept it. They didn't want you to receive this abundance. They felt like you didn't deserve it. Somebody felt like you needed to be like working like a slave here. Okay. Somebody felt like that stuff shouldn't come to you easily. You should have to work hard for whatever you got here. But that's not true here. People are upset because, the type of work that you do here. Everybody don't work a 9 to 5. It's not saying you don't have to, but everybody don't have to at the end of the day. Somebody is just very talented, very knowledgeable. They know how to get it out the mud here. Yeah. Somebody has to walk away now. Even though they in denial, They got to walk away because they wrote a check that they couldn't cash. There's a Tower. Yeah, look, this Lovers is in reverse. It's no need for this behavior to be going on. You're not interested. Yeah, with this energy here, everything is backfiring. They're not getting nothing. If they're codependent on you, that's coming to an end. You're not fussing and fighting with these people. This shit is coming to a halt here. The devil has already been caught here. They're pissed off because you're happy, and it's not an illusion. You close out a cycle. That's not an illusion. They're in a stalemate position because they betrayed you. And it's over. And they know it's over. That's the untold story, and that's the truth. They're stuck in this Five of Cups energy, the past. But they keep rushing in because you're the High Priestess here. Yeah, and you got the Ace of Cups, and you're moving forward. Yeah, with the Lovers and the Upright. And they keep taking action to come after your wish fulfillment to try to block it. And they feel like you don't know that it's them doing it, but this represents the subconscious mind here. Whoever you are, you're truly awakened here. They cannot block you, stop you from getting your wish fulfillment or taking action because justice is here now. You're now taking your power back here, love. You got the keys here. You unlocking a lot of things in your life here. Yeah. Aloha healing. Yeah, you're having a miracle. Yeah, they're going to have to back off. Guidance, but where will it lead you? Working too hard. And we got intoxicated, distorted view, overindulgent. They got to back off because this toxic energy is just, it's a no. You're having a miracle, but they want you to work hard for your miracle. That's not a miracle if you got to work hard for it, beloved. Yeah, it's time for you to have a treat here. Y'all got some good things that's coming in. This energy is done, bruh. I don't care how much they keep trying to fight it. It's done. It's over. I don't care how many times they try to come up with another scheme, another scam. This shit is over. They done beat this shit to death. It's dead. It's no life to this situation. You're not interested. These mind games are backfiring. Yeah, somebody is literally in denial. Yeah, they think that what they're doing is hidden and it's not. This is somebody here that's a big flirt. And yes, here it is, a pathological liar. There's no truth in this person here. Literally, they are a pathological liar. Here it is again, lies. This is a trickster here. And they done tricked their own self out their own spot here. And they're heavily burdened, whoever this energy is here. These people are silly. Seven of Pentacles here, Two of Pentacles. These investments that they juggled, it was an illusion. Yeah, the King of Pentacles here. They're under judgment and they're going to prison. They're being exposed. Everything is going back to either this King of Pentacles or this King of Cups here. If they were working together against the star, they're being exposed. This King of Wands, they were all working together against the Empress. Wow. And I mean, they were working hard against the Nine of Pentacles. They did not want you to get into this Empress energy here. It's like they were fighting against your love life, your just everything about you. They just kept trying to go against here, trying to stop and block you here. Yeah. They didn't want you to be seen as an earth angel. They wanted you to be seen as a fallen angel, and they wanted people to breadcrumb you here. But you move forward. You know when you need to move on with your life here and go to something new. I just feel like you guys are not that naive out here. You know when it's time to move on from a situation here. So this is the message. They're getting bad karma. You're dusting this off, and they're dealing with legal issues. All right? This is what I have for you. Ashe.